we are going to try to come back to the more competitive side of Magic the Gathering for a video. Don't know if we'll make more of these. It depends on how well this video does. Make sure to like and subscribe. But we are looking at Atraxa. It's been about a month since I have consistently looked at standard stuff. So yes, I did a little bit of borrowing from the internet to put together this here deck. Made a couple of my own little changes, like the big score. And yeah, this is what I found. And I've taken it into the arena once, and it does well. And we're going to take it into the arena again and just show how well it is. We're also going to talk about why this is so good and so powerful. But to start things off, there are a couple things that we have to look at. Plaza of Heroes, Atraxa, Atsushi. Yeah, Atsushi is going to dig. Atraxa is going to definitely dig and grab a bunch of things to our hand, and Plaza of Hero is going to protect the Atraxa, and if we really need to keep the Atsushi alive, is going to protect that as well, because Plaza of Hero, this is why legendary creatures are so powerful right now, because of this one land card. You could exile this, and then target legendary creature gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. That is incredibly powerful. The rest of this stuff, you guys have probably seen most of this stuff already by other YouTubers, other streamers that talk about Magic the Gathering. We got Cruelty of Gix that reanimate the Atraxa. We have Fable the Mirror Breaker to dump it into the graveyard. We have Big Score to dump it into the graveyard. Bitter Reunion does the same thing. The Blood from the Bloodtithe Harvester does the same thing. Duress gives us a little bit of an idea what the opponent has in his hand. Cut downs, Drown and Itcher to probably put counters on the Cruelty of Gix, so you get two chapters at the same time. Pretty nice little thing. One Liliana of Avail and a couple of Go for Throats and stuff like that. Very simple, very, very, very simple Atraxa build, and it's just consistent. Atraxa is very consistent. It is winning tournaments. It is going to town. It is doing what good decks do. And Standard is a place where good cards are highlighted even more than in Historic. After we do the matches, after we get in there and watch how it does, after I explain a couple of the things that I see with this kind of build and some of the holes I see with the deck as well, we're going to go to the post-game wrap. We're going to talk about what I would actually do to kind of lean this more into my personal play style, or maybe a more consistently good play style. And I want to say some things right now, but I'm not going to. We already made a couple of changes, especially in the mana base for this one. But we'll talk about all that after the video. Again, thank you for being here. The channel is growing fantastically, and that is thanks to all of you guys out there. I really do appreciate it. Let's get into the matches. And we are off to the races. The opponent decided he would go first, unfortunately. We got the Atraxa. We might dump that into the bin right now. Right, meow o'clock. I think this is a keepable hand. Not a whole lot to do early game, but a Go for the Throat to protect us a little bit. And dumping the Atraxa into the bin, discarding something else to get the Bitter Reunion going. Get the Triome out and rolling, and Fable the Mirror Breaker, just like that, we get infinite value. I think because we draw Fable of the Mirror Breaker, we're holding up the Bitter Reunion. We are waiting for an opportunity to use a Go for the Throat. Okay, nothing. And no mana drop for a turn. Very strange indeed. Does have blue. This could be countered, and it is. We do have a second Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I guess the way to win Magic is to draw the things that you need. And we can't do anything about that. Oh. Free Fable right here, baby. Yep, where there's one Fable of the Mirror Breaker, there are two. A lot of Triomes from the opponent, so probably 5-color Atraxa as well. Borak. Looking for land, huh? No, smart man. He adds a counter to the Reckoner Bankbuster and swings in for 4. Alright, so let's look here. Do we want to dump Atraxa into the bin? We have blue, red, black. We're missing the green. We're missing the white still. Yeah, we're missing white, so it's hard to decide. I think we dump this. And we dump this. We're going to be a little bit gutsy here. Got a Plaza of Heroes. That's fantastic, actually. We swing. Got a little lucky there. Shall we drop another Fable of Ziatora Breaker? We're wanting to kill the Vorak now so that he cannot crew the Bankbuster. So I think we go ahead and do this. And then we drop another Fable on his face. If he has board wipes, we are not playing this well. We're playing right into his trap. But I am honestly blown away with all the triomes that we see. But when you draw one triome, you draw them all. Lay down arms. Just trying to take care of some of my board pressure. Understandable. Herd migration, definitely an Atraxa build. So it's Atraxa versus Atraxa. Who's going to get their Atraxa first? That's the main question. 4, 5, 6, 7. Discard up to 2 cards. I'm thinking that we're going to decline this. We're going to swing with our Gabo. And we could cast this now. He is tapped out. So we do. Why not? There's no time like the present to get Atraxa out. Atraxa. We definitely want this Cruelty. We want another Atraxa for sure. Triome? Probably. Let's get the white here and drown an Itcher. And we could even grab this cut down here. That fills our hand back up. Back up to 5. Or 7. Plus 5. Up to 7. Ossification. He takes the Atraxa. Alright. Goodbye. Lay down arms. Takes the reflections. And he's out of material. Still got 4 draws on the Reckoner of Bankbuster. Not out of it. We could probably cast another Atraxa right now, but what's the point? Could Cruelty. Look at his stuff. In turn 3, we whiff on it, right? That's how that goes. We're swinging. No matter what, we're going to swing. What do we have with the Xander's Lounge? Red, blue, black. We already have a Xander's Lounge out. We have 2 Xander Lounges out. Following up with the Atsushi, Blazing Sky, and pass back to the opponent. The one thing I really do like about this deck is that it focuses mostly on Grixis. We could add some blue to this for counterspells or what have you, but I don't think that's where we want to go with this deck. We don't need the draw power. There's plenty of draw power. So maybe our focus should be on Hexproof. Do we want to give up this Plaza of Heroes right now? I think so, mostly because he's so low on things. He's so low that we could probably get a scoop. We did not get a scoop. But we want to focus on things that maybe give us treasure. I'm just spitballing here. Treasure is always powerful, though. We're going to swing. And he's out. First round goes to us. I think that worked really well, actually. We don't have anything to destroy enchantments. That's a damn shame. It is. It really, really is. Do we have a Vrask Atraxa that we are not super interested in. We have a Gopher Throat, and this is one of the biggest weaknesses I see with the removal for this deck. Is actually we have the 3 Gopher Throats and then 1 more. We see a lot of artifacts in Standard right now. They're pretty prevalent. But knowing that he's going to be doing this kind of stuff, we kind of want to go down on that. And maybe 1 big score. We want these Graveyard Trespassers because I think he's doing some Atraxa stuff. So in order to really highlight where Atraxa becomes weak is we have the removal into Graveyard Trespasser. Right? All right. But I would like some other kinds of removal that removes everything. It's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. Go for the Throat is a master at removing non-artifact creatures, but artifact creatures, you can't do anything to them. So that is one of the sacrifices you make while using Go for the Throat. Mana looks fine. Cruelty of Gix. Couple of spells there, but we took the first game. I do not mind a mulligan here. Yeah. This hand is also pretty not great, but it is usable. Tapped Triome comes in, and we follow off with our own Tapped Triome to the opponent. Another Tapped Triome. This man loves his Triomes. I am telling you. Bloodtithe Harvester. Borak. Nothing to proliferate this time there, buddy. Get a Duress. We have to use that as a sorcery anyway because it is a sorcery. We're going to use this before he goes. His hand is garbage. We throw away the wedding announcement and swing. He blocks for sure, right? Yeah. Yes, he does. And we'll go to the opponent's turn. I wanted to see if he had any kind of removal or anything before we swung with the Bloodtithe Harvester. There's Herd Migration. Yeah, the reason why we let him have the Herd Migrations is because he literally just has land in his hand, though that other Herd Migration might actually pop off, and it could be very dangerous, but we got plenty of black. This is the land that hurts us. We're going to discard it. And we draw the Atraxa. Okay, we should have waited on that blood then for sure. Go Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. He gets a Herd Migration off. And that means he does not have the removal for, or the counter for the Atsushi, Blazing Sky, which is great for us. Oh, okay. Well, fine. Ziatora's Proving Grounds to get the green. And I think we follow up with Graveyard Trespasser. When this thing hits the field, it's pretty sticky. And that's kind of why we want it. Borak goes away. Pings the opponent. Grows our life total just a little bit. Yeah, you have to discard a card. I like it when people target him. He does only have to discard a land. So he actually wins in that encounter quite a bit. Boseiju isn't really going to help him. And we're really close to Atraxa. Going to follow up with another Graveyard Trespasser. He just has a Boseiju. He might actually kill the Plaza of Heroes here, and he does. Okay. I will take the action. I guess we want to grab green, black, red, blue. Let's view the battlefield. That's a blue. That's the green. We have one of each of all of these, so just grab this dude. And get rid of Wedding Announcement. He could have a Reanimator deck, like a Brilliant Restoration or some crazy crap like that. And continue to exile his things. Down to 21. Huh, what are we missing? We have blue. We're missing white, right? Yeah. Good, I didn't get rid of it. I was going to be very upset if I got rid of it. And he beat me to Atraxa this time. Builds a Bank Buster and a Depopulate. Kind of a whiff? No, he got a lot of things. Don't like it, but this is where we are now. Exile Atraxa, exile lay down arms. That at least gets rid of one of his Atraxas. Man, it would be nice to have some treasure. It really would. He clears the board. Graveyard Trespasser goes away. And now we have our Cruelty of Gix. Planeswalker or creature from it. We're going to submit one and discard that. Oh, yeah, he gets rid of the Cruelty of Gix. I should have been paying attention to that Leyland Binding. That's on me. But we did get rid of a Cruelty of Gix. See, or I mean a Wandering Emperor. I could say that that was totally 100% on purpose. So Make Disappear isn't going to help him at all here. Next turn he can depopulate. But as long as this thing hits the field, I'm happy with Atsushi. Especially if he doesn't have any of these enchantments. No more Leyline Bindings and stuff like that. Ossification. Same difference. Ossification is the same difference. It exiles. We really need that treasure. That ain't gonna help. Wow, this just might be a stalemated one, right? It looks like a stalemate to me. Must have got just real lucky on that first thing. Just try to hold him back a little bit. So artifact, he looked at the Leyland Binding, but it does not destroy the Leyland Binding. I will auto-pay because we can still cast it. We got to make this appear out of his hand as well. That's fine. Mana's fine. I should have held it. Doesn't have something to discard. Two other things, but Shatmir's Garden. Sticking in here pretty good. We had a really good draw with that. Of course, man. Of course. We draw the Gopher Throat, so we are still just kind of chilling. We're both staring down each other down pretty heavily. He's actually able to cycle a lot here. That's good for him. Okay, wedding announcement, and this game might be determined by wedding announcements. Thank God. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Moving on. Lay down arm. So we will not get our white from that. He probably knows that I just need my white. Third Leyland Binding. Leyline Binding. And Fable goes away. He does have an awful lot of removal. We'll take one for ages, baby. And I kind of want to go for the throat on one of these just so he doesn't draw a card next time. Drown in Itcher. That doesn't help. So this is coming around to what I was saying earlier with wanting to get treasures into this deck. We really need treasures. Yep, there's more land. Alright, that's a sorcery, so we're going to go ahead and play this Drowning Itcher. It's really meant to make the, oh, that's his stuff. It's really meant to make the, oh, and they're exiled all over the place. Cruelty of Gix better, but we're going to reduce damage as much as we can and try to stall this game out. And as said, this game can be decided with wedding announcements. There we go. A big score. Finally, we could move on from this trash hand that we've been dealt. Opponent really likes to do that, doesn't he? Really likes to sacrifice his creature that just makes my things more expensive. You better believe I'm going to be doing that. And we draw the white, finally, of course. Now we draw the white mana. Okay, and now we do have to understand that when we play this Atraxa, he just kills the Atraxa. But I don't think that that's where Atraxa's main power is. We will try to stall him, though. We'll try to pull that Depopulate out of his hand. Get rid of your Wandering Emperor. And, oh, we get two because it is night. That's right. Pinkbuster. Wham. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Go ahead and end the turn. He plays his own Atraxa, which is pretty well winning because, yeah, we should have played the Atraxa while we had a chance, but then he board wiped, plays his Atraxa, then he's way winning. So either way, it's not great. I don't like how he swung right there. Oh, wait, he's trying to draw a card. Fair enough. We play our own Atraxa. And we grab Plaza of Heroes for sure when it comes to the land. We want Cruelty. We want Bloodtithe Harvester and Cut Down, which comes to another weakness with the cut downs. See, cut down doesn't do anything right here. We Cruelty of Gix. And we're going to actually play Chapter 1. Get rid of that Eternal Emperor and no attacks. Cycles. Leyline Binding again. I think I'm playing the wrong build, but here's the thing. Time is ticking. We have 18 minutes left. Opponent has 19 minutes left. I think we just scoop it on away. We give the second round to the opponent, and let's look to our sideboard and see what we could do a little bit better. Big score. That was one of my additions to the deck. Definitely was a good idea. We're going to eliminate this Drown in Ichor. I understand the point of it, but it's just not fantastic in this one. We kept drawing Graveyard Trespassers, where really what we needed was a Liliana. And non-creature, non-land card from it. What does he have that's non-creature, non-land? Leyline Binding. Oh, yeah, Duresses. And we're going to reduce these. Oh, no, we're going to run 4 Duresses. Yeah, we got the Go for Throats, and that's going to hit most of the creatures in his deck. Huh. Maybe we're actually doing it like this. 1-to-1 removal is going to be good against him. We do have a burn down the house as well, but I don't think we're going to be running it. Big Score is going to give us treasures. Duress is going to discard all those really annoying Leyline Bindings. Hopefully we draw a couple of them in the opening hand. And Cruelty of Gix actually attacks Planeswalkers and such like that. Well, we definitely know how to draw a land, don't we? We do have a big score, though, so we're going to keep. Let's start here. You. Wedding announcement, make disappear. I think we grab the wedding announcement and discard that. That could be wrong, but wedding announcement has a lot of valuable features added, tacked onto the card, so I want to get that off of the board as much as possible. We draw the perfect card. Let's do it again. Oh, okay. Yeah, 2 mana up. I get it. We draw our own Atraxa. And this is where I think big score is really, really good. We'll discard another big score. We'll draw 2. Both lands, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's perfect. That's why big score needs to be in this deck. Oh no. Don't counter. Don't counter. Come on, man. Okay, he cycles. We Atraxa. We are going to grab... We got both lounges. We definitely want Fable. We definitely want Atsushi. We probably want that dude. Nah, not that one. This one. The Haunted Ridge is a little bit better. We only get 3 cards out of it, but we get a lot of lands to the bottom of the library. Ossification gets rid of the Atraxa. And we Fable. And we're going to keep some pressure on the board. Hopefully pull away his control and stuff like that. Lay down arms. Fair enough. Exiled. For forever. Lay down arms. Exiled for forever. We're at 26 health, baby. That can go away. Plaza of Heroes is fantastic. I may discard up to 2. 1. What do you got? Nothing. Just a 1. Get another Fable. Got land for turn. Why would you tap like that? Red. Red. There. I don't tap stupidly. Yeah, we can't do it this turn anyway. I think we drop another Fable. Make him have the answer. And here's the thing. If he Eternal Emperors soon, both creatures are worthy of staying on the field. So lay down arms, another exile. We get a Duress here. Discard up to 2. You know what? I don't think I will. Hey, you. Emperor goes away. Swing. Treasure. Creature or planeswalker. What do we want to get rid of? I haven't seen anything that reanimates things in his deck at all. So I think we get rid of the Atraxa here. And pass back to the opponent. Alright, he got his depopulate off. We do get to search our library for a card, and that is going to be Atraxa. He's got to know it's Atraxa too. Mana. Atraxa! This gives us another Plaza of Heroes, a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, a Bloodtithe Harvester, and a Go for Throat. Fill our hand back up. and then pass back. See, he just had to be on top of what the guy was doing. The opponent, Palo, whatever. Okay, I don't want it exiled. Yep, he's out. We had him. We had a beeline on him for a while. Gave him the second game after I misunderstood. I thought he was doing reanimation stuff, but he's literally just trying to cast the Atraxa. Dangerous business. You have to have quite the mana base to do that. Of course, we're going to determine to play first. Mana base is fine. Not particularly special, but not bad by any stretch of the imagination. What else here? Fable, turn 3 Fable, mana to play it. Bloodtithe Harvester into Fable the Mirror Breaker. Or even holding up, go for the throat. Oh yeah, new opponent. So we have to scratch everything we knew about that last opponent's deck and see what he has. We have Triome here. So we're getting kind of an idea. We get our own Triome. I'm wondering whether we Triome here. Yeah, we're going to Triome here. It's not the strongest move. We don't have go for the throat open, but we are never punished. Do you have blue? You do. Counters are a thing. So let's test the opponent here. Doesn't seem to have any sticks. Lots of blue. Drown an Itcher. Discard up to 2. That. Haven't seen any creatures, but doesn't mean there are not creatures. We are going to be a little bit brave and discard 2 lands. We drew land again, never punished. We could even discard more here. I don't know if it's quite necessary. Getting this on the field, though, is pretty powerful. And we do have land. We have plenty of land in the deck. We have 25 of those suckers. So, again, we are never punished, ever, ever. Good old JC boy.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch.
Oh, he's having me mill. That's more land milled. That's actually not good. That's too much land in the bin. That's 6 land in the bin. And we draw another land. That is absolutely insane. But we do have a way of getting rid of that Jace. Speed. Oh. Let's copy this. Oh my god. I apologize. Come here. He's out of mana. Come to face.
The knowledge we acquire
Alright.
is still valuable.
Haven't seen Atraxa yet. Oh man. It's too bad this is a creature. Alright. That's an artifact creature, and what did I tell you about the weakness of go for the throat? He's tapped out. Three damage. You can still get rid of it that way. Never punished. Experimental augury. Yeah. I hate that word, how that's on a card. I don't know how to read. Yep, that's a Drown an Itcher. This is, hello, good game. He likes this card a lot. I almost wanted to say I knew how to get rid of that, but I might not. Huh. We have nothing of value in the bin except for maybe the Fable to the Mirror Breaker. I know this is going to hit gold. No, I don't know if this is going to hit gold, but maybe we get a Jace or something. Nope, we struck out, guys. You got to try it. Now, here's the thing, though. I don't see this guy as being somebody that's going to be playing a lot of creatures. There's a Corpse Appraiser. Yeah. I bet you feel nice and fancy. Gets a look at the top four, put one into his hand and the rest into the graveyard. And he gets to draw a couple cards here. Comes in with a proxy. Can't do nothing about it. Ah, man, nothing to really discard either. Grabbing a Atraxa for sure. Can't cast yet. Oh. I has an idea. Okay, so we're going to get Atraxa out into the field. But we have to remember to do the things. No, we're not, because he's got this damn Invoke Despair. So we have to hold it. We have to hold the Atraxa because he's going to do Invoke Despair right now. Or at least a smart him would have done that. Wait, does he even have the mana for it? There's one black. 2 black. 3 black. He does not have Invoke Despair mana. So, I think we're looking good here. This is a guy that has flash too? No. Looking good. Oh, he does have Invoke Despair mana. Okay, well then that means we probably lose. Nope. We actually have all the colors, so we could Atraxa. Only 1 mana up. Lily, going to be very helpful to discard cards. Big Score. Ziatora Proving Grounds. Cruelty of Gix. And Atraxa. I think that looks really powerful. Really powerful. He's got to find a way to deal with this. Experimental Augury does not do it. Okay. I get it. You know how to draw cards. You know how to do things. Go on and Atraxa again. We've seen 2 Invoke Despairs now. And he has a Make Disappear. So I'm really tempted to just scoop this one up. See if we can hit him with the next match.
I'll take note.
We're at 5, so I don't see any problem picking up the first game here. Picking it up. And because we want these Duresses in here really bad again, and we do want those, maybe these are the cards going away right here like that. Something like this. Go for the Throat can still hit something big. We didn't see anything big from him. 4 Duresses. Discard his spells, his instances, sorceries. Cut downs, kill the proxy when it hits the ground. Atraxas continue to enter the battlefield. Still got the 2 big scores. Bankbuster actually might not be bad here either. Maybe just 1 of, though. Get rid of that other Go for the Throat. Control build. He's a control build, so. And let's go. Ah, disgusting. We do have a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, though. We lost the first one. This might just be shake the opponent's hand, tell him you are smarter than me, and pass back, but we do get an opportunity here. Silver Scrutiny. That definitely goes away. Oh, never punished. Never, ever punished. We're going to take another turn off of that and get rid of his own Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Boom. His mana base is good, actually. Bam. Our own Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And he's going to use Invoke Despair to kill it very soon. But we want to get as much value as possible out of this. We want him to draw as few cards as possible, and he kills my dude. It kind of does the same thing, right? This card up to 2. 1. 2? Could be a mistake. Never punished. Pop him again. Duress. Make disappear. Invoke Despair. Goes away. You are down to your own Duress and a Make Disappear, which you're going to use right now. Yeah, that was a flash play that was a mistake. How in the hell do people that play Invoke Despair get that lucky? Like, come on, right? Like, everything is just Invoke Despair, Invoke Despair, Invoke Despair, win the game. We're still going to do 1 because of the proxy. And the Jace. Hey, we got a Jace. Duress and Experimental Augury. He's going to be very disappointed to see that he gets a cut down. No, he won't, because he's got that proxy in there. What do we have in the bin? A lot of good stuff. Consider sorcery mana value less than or equal to the power from your graveyard. Right. I think the right move here. It might even be as simple as grabbing a Reckoner Bankbuster. Huh. Maybe even Liliana of the Veil. Nah, Atsushi. He's more fun. He's a little bit more fun. Power 2 or less, so he could Duress. I guess that was the right play. Okay. Yeah, I like it. We'll continue. Cool, I have a black that comes in untapped with a Duress in hand. Could be the right move, but I think we're running with the Proving Grounds. Haven't seen much on turn 1 from the opponent, which is why I want to get a Proving Ground out of the way. Probably our second, or Xander's Lounge out of the way as well. And we draw the Atraxa. Don't punish me. He didn't. This draws a card. This looks at the top 3. Get rid of that. He kept a kind of funky hand here. We get a poison counter, then he gets to proliferate something, but Bitter Reunion. We got the 2 black, right? Yep. We're going to discard the Atraxa here. And we get a Duress. So next turn, we check his hand. Make sure he doesn't have a counter spell. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh. Okay, I am sometimes punished. Did I know about that card? Did I know about that card and then just totally screw it up? Just get too involved in my solitaire. Let's look at your hand. Mirror Breaker goes away. And I guess we're digging some more. Nope, not that one. Discard this one. This one hurts us. Taking 3. We're wanting him to drop more creatures. Mana. My turn. Bank Buster. I do declare. Oh, we got punished really bad for that. Uh-huh. We could drop a Bank Buster. Could Brotherhood's end here. But I don't mind taking a little bit more damage. I really don't. I don't think it's going to hurt us that bad. Draws a card. Each opponent gets a poison counter. Okay. Little one-off. And he scoops. I think that was a little bit early of a scoop for the opponent, but I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it any day of the week. Yeah, this is kind of a strange one, actually, because what I was thinking he was doing at first was kind of a play with the proxy, casting spells from the graveyard, which it does look like he's doing, but it also looks like he has some poison mechanics going on and a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which really kind of throws me off as to what he's exactly doing. And it is our third match, and knowing that we are doing a best of 3 gameplay today, it generally means it is the last one. And again, these games are long, and it will hold true for this one as well. I appreciate you guys hanging out today, though. Watching some Magic. Watching some Atraxa nonsense. Tapped land for the opponent. That means we are free to play another tapped land. Wow, another tapped land. Should we? Or should we hold that? We do need that on the field. Bloodtithe Harvester. It resolves, full stops everywhere, or does he have the Herds Migration to discard here? Infernal Grasp. Shakedown Heavy. We draw an Atraxa. And we're going to go for the throat on this guy here. Watch him have protection. Looks like he does. We should have done the go for the throat on our turn. He could have just drawn that Tamiyo Safekeeping. Wait. Let's see what else he decides to do. Resolve, decline. Yep, hit me for 6. All right. The right move is discarding this. Let me make sure before I jump ahead of myself. And yes, I will discard the Atraxa. Draws a Bloodtithe Harvester. Draws a card. Plays the Sulfurous Spring. Plays the Cruelty of Gix. I am not taking my time here. I am not playing levels 1 and 2. There is a pause, and I hate it. But we do get the level 3 right away. And Atraxa. There she is. Opponent was scaring me quite a bit there, but we got him out. Uh-oh. The ropes. Plaza, Big Score, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Atraxa. I like all of these cards. He's swinging. I'm going to decline that. Has menace. Okay. Plaza of Heroes comes out. We swing. Takes it like a champ. And then we go for a throat on that shakedown heavy. We could do some more things here. We want to protect that Atraxa, though, so we're not going to. All of our stuff's a little bit expensive, and we need one more land. I mean, technically, no, we couldn't technically play the big score. Technically, whatever we do, we leave the Atraxa open for death. He is really trying to pump this one out, but he's trying green stuff. Let's see how much attention the opponent is paying. Yeah, he's given up. He ain't there. We could discard the big score. Grabbing another Cruelty. Which means that next turn... Huh. He's coming in. Hot and heavy. We can protect the Atraxa. Okay, fine. We still gain 7 here. So we actually get positive 1 life. Yeah, he's out. I feel like I'm moving a little bit slow on this match. And all of the matches with Atraxa. Alright, one more of these. Drowning Itcher, not near big enough for his creatures. Yeah, just... These could probably go away as well. Pinkbusters. Burn down the house. Nah, not burn down the house. Huh, what else? Shelly? I mean, Shelly's weird in this deck, right? I think it's mostly for if the opponent wants to be, you know, drawing a bunch of cards. You might want to put that in. Let's go ahead and put the 1 Vraska in and a... Drowning Itcher's still okay. Let's do this. Anybody trying to do some Grixis stuff? Still brave. I do think Green has the short end of the stick right now. That's why we did werewolves in Historic. Go on, pay the life. We get our Bloodtithe Harvester out. It is immediately removed, but we still get our blood. Shakedown heavy, right on curve for the opponent. Fable. A second shakedown heavy. Absolutely insane. Well, take your action, draw your card. I think he's got us. We kept a really weird hand. Maybe not. Maybe not. Swing. We can do it this turn. Right on curve. Turn 4, Atraxa. This might cause a scoop. Auto pay. Cruelty of Gix. Yes, it resolves. Isn't that beautiful? Atraxa. Grand Unifier. And I know we want the removal. We want this. We want the Plaza. We want the Atraxa. We want to go for Throat. And I think we want another Cruelty. Just to keep this train going. Isn't that frickin' beautiful? We have to discard 2. We have some basic lands that we could discard. No problem. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the action of that one. And then we're going to decline this. Oh, wait. He has Menace. I forget about the Menace. It's like the second or third time I forgot about the Menace on that card. Okay. Now we clean house a little bit. We could... Huh. Go for the Throat to kill the Shakedown Heavy. Tamio safekeeping. Keeps it alive.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
I'm actually thinking about plussing on the Liliana. So let's swing first, see what he decides to do. If he's going to just take it, he does. If he just takes it, then we minus. I guess regardless, we want to be minusing.
Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
He, for some reason, gets rid of the Shakedown Heavy. I think Archfiend of the Dross is better for him in this situation. Or worse for him in this situation. Shakedown Heavy is okay. But that certainly is good. The Skitter Beam. It's not the big one. He's coming at face. Decline. Are we trading off this Fable? Or Reflections of Kiki Jiki? Probably not. Coming at this because we also have another Atraxa in hand. And we'll have enough mana to dump it into the graveyard. Well, if it dies, we just Cruelty of Gix again. Like, I see what you're doing with this deck, man, and I appreciate you, but
when they hit back.
It's strange. Here's what we do. We're going to go to swings. This is not legendary, right? No, it's not, of course, because it wouldn't have the combo with other Reflections of Kiki Jiki if it wasn't legendary. We do this. Trade some stuff off. Then we Brotherhood's End. No, do we even need to do that? I don't think so. I think we big score here. Now we Brotherhood's in because we want to get rid of some of the cards in our hand. Otherwise, we're just discarding cards. And we're going to move on. Just coming in with the Shakedown Heavy. I will decline. Yep, go ahead. Hit me for 6. That's why Shakedown Heavy is kind of meh. You want it to be drawing cards for you, but it never does. Ever. We're dumping the Atraxa off to draw a card. Alright. We get land anyway, then we big score. Discarding Reunion to draw 2 cards. We draw another. You gotta be kidding me. He finally trades off his Dross. I'm wondering. Nah, we don't need to push him off the battlefield. We're well in control. Alright, resolve, decline. Resolve, decline. We'll take a healthy 12. Mana. My turn. Go for the throat. You just draw what you need, man. Just draw what you need. And fight rigging. Okay, so he gets a hideaway card. He finally got to his fight rigging. First time we've seen it. And I've been toying around with him just a little bit, and we might have a problem. No, we won't, because we can just target it now. And that's why you hold the gopher throat, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's why you hold it. Resolve, decline, and go ahead. Yeah. All right, well, let's go take a look at a post-game wrap. As many of you know, that I took a little bit of a break from Standard. I went into Historic, playing some budget builds, mostly budget builds, and a couple of fun decks that are from my childhood, like Slivers. But this is what arena is easiest to play in, is in Standard. And here we are today with Atraxa Grand Unifier. We went 3-0 with this deck in best of 3. 6-2 if you want to count the overall matches. We lost first round and then of the second match, and then the second round of the first match. And overall, very consistent, very, very, very consistent. I was going to get in here and trash talk, go for the throat a little bit as your only removal, but maybe we're changing things up a little bit. Maybe what we need to do going forward is get rid of the go for throat in here, go for the drown and ichor, and put in a couple of these Infernal Grasps, one in the main board and then one in the sideboard. Yes, I see what you're trying to do with the drown and itcher and the Cruelty of Gix, but the problem is, how often is that going to line up to where you get to search your library for something, lose 3 life, then put a counter on this, proliferate it, and I'm going to put something onto the battlefield. Really powerful when it gets pulled off, but for consistency's sake, we would probably want to use Infernal Grasp in that spot instead, because there are such thing as artifact creatures, and we were dealing with that not being able to get a proxy off of the board. And proxy's one of those bad boys that you need to get off the board as fast as possible in order to keep your opponent from playing cheap spells from the graveyard. That could have been a real issue. We ended up beating the opponent, but this is only Platinum, so that has a lot to do with it. Platinum is where you get good players, but they're not necessarily completely addicted to Arena. I've been busy lately, so we're in Platinum. That's why I've been playing just goofy, fun stuff, because it's been quite the month. A lot of yard work happening now that winter is over, and a lot of other things are going on. So, yeah, we're getting back into the groove of doing some kind of metagame standard stuff, maybe some budget standard stuff when March of the Machine comes out, and that would be quite fun. But again, thank you for joining today. Make sure that you've liked the video and subscribed to the channel, and had a lot of fun with Atraxa today. Haven't played much of Atraxa because I haven't had time to really delve deep into it, but now I do.